Welcome to Modern Art Blitz. I'm your host, Matt Gleason. We have a pretty good show today. Two guests. We have Alan Nakagawa and Umar Rashid, aka Frohawk. Two feathers. I want to introduce my first guest, Alan. How you doing? Welcome to Modern Art Blitz.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Hey, you've been an artist how long now?
Yikes.
Don't say since you were born. Since I was born.
35 years.
35 years,
yeah.
And you're 36, so since you were one, right? Hey, okay. Woo! Brightness. Okay. So did you study art?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you study art?
I went to Otis.
Oh, for undergrad.
For undergrad.
Where did you go to graduate school?
UC Irvine.
Oh, ooh, that's pretty political.
Yeah, well, not when I was there, it was pre-Catherine.
Oh, it's like the dividing line.
I call it BC.
BC. Okay, so you and now, hey, our feet, by the way, look at this.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes, we've disappeared here. And I've actually got a green chair. I love my green chair, so we're on the green screen. But behind us is a sketch. What is this? Is this a proposal?
This is a piece that I'm actually building in my studio right now.
Right now.
It's going to be at the Visitor Welcome Center in Koreatown. Probably it's going to be either November or in January.
Okay.
We're still talking about that. So it's pretty much an homage to Joseph Cornell's work.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was just at Mocha on Free Thursday, and they still charge to park, by the way. So and there's a bunch of Joseph Cornells. They got a ton, like they got like 9 or 10 Joseph Cornells in a collage on the wall.
That's great.
That's great. It's cool. It's terrible lighting as always with Mocha, but still. So you're a fan of Joseph Cornell?
I am a fan of Joseph Cornell. I had this trip for a different project to Chicago. So I thought, since I was there, I'll go check out the Joseph Cornells there.
Oh yeah,
they have the largest collection.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
So for 2.5 days, I stood in front of them and drew them.
Oh wow.
And so there's something that happens when you draw something for a long time. I mean, so I got inspired and created this.
Great. And this is going to be like a walkthrough piece?
It's a perfume-based piece. You lie in it, and it's basically, well, okay, so after the 2.5 days of drawing Cornell, I felt like what he was telling me was birdhouses are dream catchers.
Ooh.
So if you know Cornell's work, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Wow, yeah. Oh, totally.
And so I want
freaking out here.
So all my piece is about is, what would it be like to be in a birdhouse? Like, what's it like to be in a birdhouse?
What's it like to be in a birdhouse?
Yeah, so this kind of gives you that effect.
Any bird shit? No.
Well, maybe. It depends. The show's going to be up for a month.
So you're going to be at the Korean Welcome Center?
No, at the
Koreatown
Visitors Welcome Center.
The Koreatown Visitors Welcome Center.
No, it's a gallery called Visitors Welcome Center.
Oh, okay.
But it's in Koreatown.
Visitors Welcome Center.
Right.
And is that a public initiative?
No, it's just the name of this gallery. It's a private gallery. It's on the same. It's in the same building as Commonwealth and Council.
Oh, okay. So, and you got a month-long exhibition there, but it might be in November, it might be in January.
Might be in November, might be January.
Depends on if you can buy enough perfume.
We're actually having a meeting this week, so.
Okay.
And near Coagula, on Chungking Road, is the Institute of Art and Olfaction.
Oh, you're working with Saskia.
Saskia.
So great.
I created a perfume called Cornell. And so when you lie in this thing, you'll
smell like Joseph Cornell.
Okay.
Yeah, I have friends who knew him. I guess I can ask them what that smelled like. Cool. And so this is your most recent project.
I'm working at it as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah,
so you have a very organic process.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's October. You said November.
Yeah.
Last minute though.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah. Are you deadline driven?
Very.
It's easier if I say I need it Friday or I just need it sometime. If I say Friday, I'm going to get it Friday. If I say sometime, I'm not going to get it anytime.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the art world. Okay. So let's see, because you brought some art. I want to go through. It's a vast things going on here. Now, this is an installation we should take a look at.
This is a 24-foot long, what I call sound bed. It's very simple.
Sound bed.
Yeah, it's just an aluminum bed that people lie on, and preferably you lie on it facing up so that this bone in your back of your head hits the metal, and the sound that's coming out is more vibrational. And so what you experience when you lie on this thing and your bone hits it is you experience a thunderstorm in New Hampshire.
Really?
Yeah, it's currently up at Descanso Gardens.
But you don't get wet?
No, you don't get wet.
Okay.
No, there's no.
So you took a microphone out?
Yeah, I did a 3-point recording of.
Okay.
2-point recording.
2-point recording.
Yeah,
in
of
New
an
Hampshire.
entire thunderstorm, which lasted about 15, 17 minutes.
And there's no no weather. It could be any degree outside. Doesn't matter because you're just listening.
Right.
Through the bone in the back of your skull.
Yeah.
You
Just
feel
contact.
And it goes to the audio nerve.
Yeah.
I mean, pardon me if it's not a nerve. Geez. Okay. So is this photographed at Descanso or is this?
No,
this
is in my
studio?
studio.
Okay.
Outside my studio.
Now Descanso, the average person at Descanso Gardens like on a date? It seems to me like one of the great internet
Evidently,
date places.
you see a lot of couples.
A lot of couples.
Yeah.
And you don't know if they've been married 20 years or if they dress alike, they've been married 20 years. If they're dressed radically different, it's an internet date.
I think it's proximity. How close do they walk together?
Well, if it's the second internet date, internet date, they're really close.
But it's very romantic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Very romantic. Yeah. Descanso is romantic. Not quite up to the level of Huntington Gardens, romance-wise.
Really? Oh, okay.
They have that stinky plant. You can't have romance and stink.
They have Pinky and Blue Boy.
Okay. The Huntington has Pinky and Blue Boy.
Yeah,
You got a Gainsborough. You're kind of, because the British aren't known for romance because we obviously have most of their romanticism.
Really?
Yeah. British romance. Ooh, man, help me out here. Yikes. Okay,
Monty
my
Python.
people. Okay, so and what year is it? Did you do this one this year also?
I've been working on this for about 2 years.
Did you have to innovate some of the technology with the bone on the back of the head there?
Geez, man, innovation. That's a tricky word.
Oh,
no,
yeah?
I don't think it's innovation.
You didn't invent. I invented it all myself.
No.
Everybody else is copying me.
I'm copying a lot of people.
Oh man, a lot of artists will never admit when they're like that. So
well, they had this residency that I went to at the Museum of American History at the Smithsonian, and so for a week I got to go into the archives of the history of the hearing aid in the United States.
Wow.
So what I'm doing is I'm copying a lot of the pre-electronic hearing aid stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll totally fess up to that. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, so like a 19th century hearing aid might just be like a piece of metal on the back of the head?
Well, I didn't see anything like that, but they did use resin a lot of conductivity. There's even one that it looks like a fan, and you bite it. And the idea is that the fan that's made out of resin picks up vibrations.
Wow.
And then goes into your jawbone and into your ear.
Okay.
I don't know if it worked or not, but I use a lot of those inventions.
Yeah, okay.
And then I put it into an art context.
Joseph Cornell and Rube Goldberg here, right? Okay. So well, let's see some more art because you're not just installation based.
No, I'm primarily known as a sound artist, but lately I've been doing these residencies. And so I've been going on these tangents.
Whatever the mood strikes at the residency.
Whatever seems to be a
different place. What are we looking at here?
This is LA's first Perfume Bus Stop.
Okay.
So it just came down about 2 weeks ago, but it was up for 4 months.
Wow.
In Mar Vista, on Venice Boulevard in Centinela.
Oh. Yeah. High traffic, a lot of bus riders there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there was a bus stop. I got to work with Great Streets LA and Vision Zero through LADOT and Councilman Bonham's office. But JC Decaux, they do all of these bus stops around the city. So they let me take this over.
Okay.
And they gave me a perfume machine. And then again, I went to Saskia at Institute of Art and Olfaction and created street perfumes, what I call street perfumes.
So when you're collaborating with all these groups and council people, aren't you at some point, I'm the artist, I'm in charge? Do you have to go, we're going to collaborate, I like what you say, but can you ever just say, it's my piece, get out of here?
Well, you don't want to burn any bridges.
Oh, well, that's my specialty, come on, help me out here.
No. Well, by the time I get to the table, they want me at the table.
Okay.
I never have to
Okay.
push myself or anything.
You're not the artist to come in and make the chaos. You come in and take the bureaucratic chaos and sort of shape it. Okay,
this
great.
was through a cultural affairs department.
Okay.
They created this kind of residency called the Creative Catalyst Artisan Residency Program.
Wow.
With LADOT, Department of Transportation. So I was the first artist to get that, and hopefully they'll get more artists to infuse themselves into that department.
Okay, is LADOT above Metro, or is Metro above? How does it work? Or are they different? They're separate.
They're separate.
Oh, they're separate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because LADOT is the city, and Metro is more countywide.
More countywide.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do work together a lot, but they're completely separate agencies.
Secret handshakes, totally different.
Probably.
You know both. Come on, there's a speed.
Maybe an opium den.
What's the code? What's the code to get in? Okay. So and now, but this is not up anymore, though.
No, it just came down. Sorry.
And did it get tagged at all? Do you know?
No.
I'm always curious about taggers. Have a lot of respect for art more than the general public.
It didn't get any tags.
No.
No.
Okay.
There was no vandalism.
Good.
On this thing.
That's a triumph.
For 4 months.
No, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, everybody was very kind.
Let's see what else we got here. Alan, you're you know what's funny is when as a critic, people just say, oh, he has a broad. He has a broad range. He has this great range. But if they don't like you, then they'll just say, "Oh, he's all over the place."
Right.
So what are we looking at here?
So this was through a residency at the Getty Villa.
Oh, the ancient Roman.
Yes.
All
that Greek and Roman
Romans
stuff.
in Malibu.
And I started with, I have this training from UCLA, an oral history program.
Okay.
So I love doing interviews like this, and oral histories specifically. So I got to do oral histories of staff at the Getty Villa, curators, educators, conservators. And one thing that almost everybody kept bringing up was how many penises there were in the collection. So I said,
those Romans, when you only got one thing to brag about, you got to brag about it.
And so I
right there.
All of these things that they were bringing up, I reacted to them by creating a interactive sculpture piece, which was exhibited.
Can you get in trouble with the kids if they're interacting with a penis?
There's already lots of penises in the museum, so one more penis is
okay. Well, this artist, we know where to find him. We can bust him. Wow. So that's kind of great though, that there's a more liberal attitude.
Right. But this piece is actually called Misogynia Historia.
Wow.
And there's a audio component to it. So it's 7 artists, and I'd like to say that they're feminists, talking about the future of women. Like I asked them specifically, if you could have one wish for women in the future, what would it be?
Ooh.
Because misogyny was also brought up a lot in these interviews.
Ah, okay,
obviously.
okay.
So anyway, so the people like Suzanne Lacey.
Ooh.
And
you ain't messing around when you say feminist.
Faith Ringgold from Harlem.
Wow. Oh, geez. You went right to the top.
Well, yeah. So,
okay.
Micheline Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
hey,
all these wonderful, awesome people. Leslie Sarr.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I called them, told them my project, and they were kind enough to send me one little soundbite.
Did they just talk into their phone and send it to you?
That's all you hear is this loop.
Wow. And it's easy for them, so they're happy to cooperate.
Yeah, and they're
yeah. And the thing is though, when you say the Getty, right? It does help, right?
It helps.
Right? People cooperate more.
Sure.
Hi, I'm with the Getty. You're really saying is, hi, I'm backed by $6 billion. That's really what you're saying.
Wow.
$6 billion dedicated to art.
That sounds great.
Tell Gagosian that.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. The Getty. It's like, what's the power there?
Right.
It's
a lot of oomph.
All that money going to art. So
but they were kind enough to exhibit this at the Getty Villa. So
really,
that was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and there were
penises.
3 other pieces.
Yeah.
But this was the only one with the penis.
With the wing.
I brought it just for you.
Just for me? Oh, he's thinking of me. Hey, here's the competition, Matt.
And then there's I worked with artist Wayne Perry.
Oh yeah, Wayne's great. Wayne's been on the show.
That's right. He was on the show. So he helped me make this bowl. This is a recreation of a bowl.
He helped you make the bowl, or he helped you make the penis?
He didn't want to make the penis. He gave me a bunch of clay and he says, Alan, you make the penis.
You're on your own.
You're on your own. But that's from.
But Wayne made the bowl. He knows how to throw a ball.
He knows how to throw a ball.
Okay.
And Natalie Sanchez also.
Well, there you go. Okay.
So we had a lot of fun.
Okay, well.
But there are things like this one in the middle. At the time, I really loved this vase that was in the family room at the Getty Villa. It was had all these drawings of naked men running.
Okay.
And so what I learned was like the Olympics and all of their athletic competitions, the men were always, and only men participated, they were always naked. And so at the time, the Rams were coming back. So this is a Rams player naked running.
Which one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really following the Rams.
I was going to say.
I'm glad they're back.
I go back to the Rams with Jack Snow, so it's like, okay.
Yeah. Roman Gabriel.
Roman Gabriel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the one that's this sort of roundish penis, next to it is
Jim Everett's?
No, it's Indian, penis thing that I found at the Norton Simon.
Oh, okay.
And then so
the Getty doesn't have all the penises, is what you're saying.
No, there's penises everywhere, and there's even a portrait of this guy who invented Viagra on the other side of the plane.
But he didn't play for the Rams.
He didn't play for the Rams, but he was knighted by the Queen.
Oh,
so,
for inventing Viagra?
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. Well, he must have helped. Well, I guess we know about Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and what year was this?
This was last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
2016.
2016.
Okay, cool. So there's more. There's more. The art on this show is endless. Whoa.
So this is my big project that I've been working on for
we're falling.
4 years now.
What is it?
So my family's from Hiroshima.
Oh, geez.
So I've been thinking about making something about the Hiroshima bomb, but it took me decades. And so I got permission. As I mentioned, I do a lot of sound work, even though a lot of the pieces we just saw don't have a sound component. But this one is, I got permission to go into the Hiroshima dome.
The dome, right?
Dome.
Geez.
Kind of the last thing standing after the bomb in Hiroshima, and I did a 3-point recording, so I captured the acoustics.
Are the acoustics mostly like tourists? Or?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the city, so
so
I
you
even got an ambulance.
Oh, geez, okay.
Which is kind of appropriate.
Wow.
And then I processed this into a 3-speaker installation.
Okay.
And last month I got permission to go into the Wendover Hangar in Utah, and I'm going to perform in November. I'm going to perform this 3-speaker sound piece of the acoustics of the Hiroshima dome.
Why the Wendover Hangar in Utah?
That's where the Enola Gay flew out
to
go to the Pacific and
oh
drop
my
the
God,
bombs.
that's intense.
So getting all of these permissions, and it's taken 3 to 4 years.
I think now, correct me if I'm wrong, that's something like Christo kind of pioneered. You know the Christo documentaries when he's doing Running Fence? And it's mostly like him making phone calls to councilmen. Come on, let me hang this in your town. Right?
It's bureaucracy.
It's dealing with the bureaucracy in a way to champion aesthetics, though.
So we'll be presenting this April 4th.
April 4th
at Human Resources.
Oh, not in Utah.
No, I'm going to perform it privately in the. It's.
Are you going to document?
We're going to document.
Okay, you're going to document that, so you will have documentation.
So in April, you'll be able to see the making of.
Okay.
And then the actual sound.
And then we'll actually have that at Human Resources in Chinatown.
Right in Chinatown.
In LA, April 4th. Get your tickets now. How come Human Resources doesn't have more of like a Ticketmaster thing going on?
It's usually free.
It's usually free?
The events are usually free. My event's going to be free. So.
What? Come on, you can get $5 a head. Come on.
I'll talk to you after.
Yeah? Okay.
There we go. My agent.
He found a promoter and nearly fell off the floor. All right.
It's so weird that we have no feet.
Yes, this is a footless, our footless episode.
I love it.
So let's see. Was that all the art you brought us? Because I know you make more than that.
No,
okay,
I think that's it.
So from Otis and Irvine, what part of town you live in now?
K-Town.
K-Town?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
Daniel Murphy.
Oh, you went to Daniel Murphy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No, what happened?
They sold it. They had to pay the pedophile fee.
Oh no.
It's expensive.
Oh yeah. Hey, I was an altar boy. Let me tell you. Okay.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Oh jeez. I had a big mouth. They never touched me. Big mouth, father at the home, no risk of molestation. Sorry, quiet ones. Alan, thank you very much for joining us on Modern Art Blitz. We'll be back right after this.
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm frozen. All right, man.